Hello everyone, welcome back to a new episode of Triangle Strategy. Last time we left off, we finished up the mission with Landroy, got a lot of level ups for our various characters. I upgraded Anna to the next level, which is pretty cool, so yeah. And after watching my previous video and editing it, God, I forget the quietest points so much. So I'm gonna make a point to remind myself constantly about those things so I remember they exist. At Aerodor, when I was still running my old place, the great glutton ate and drank his way through my whole stock more than once, eh? What'll it be today? So, there's not a new one of these, I just wanted to check. I think I took care of everything else last time, so let's just get out of here. Yeah, I'm gonna try to be a little bit more vigilant about that. So, let's get out of here, especially since I bought that new Quietus ability last time, so I should be using them. Twins Gate, the mighty fortress that stands at the border with Aesfrost. Something is afoot in the heart of the duchy. But what? Let's find out. I'm interested to see what my next battle is going to be. Not really sure where we go from here.
The recent days have seen rising lawlessness near the border. Doubtless the consequence of the instability in Glenbrook.
Ah, Sycris is coming back into play. I kind of expected you would be a one-off character.
Indeed.
Lord Svarog,
Svarog, we heard you mentioned before.
Forgive me. I forget myself, my lord.
I forgot what the deal with you was, Svarog, but I know I've heard your name.
It's too late for that. Out with it.
See your face. Younger brother of the previous Archduke and uncle to Gustadolf and Frederica. He was given stewardship. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's where I heard of you. You're the one who was the younger brother of the previous Archduke, and when Gustadolf got the throne, as it were, you were sent away basically, and you've always been bitter about that. Yeah, that's right. That's right. Okay, I remember you. So yeah, you don't like Gustadolf.
My lord, the bulk of our forces are occupied abroad, leaving only scant numbers at home. The longer this campaign continues, the more fraught the situation within our borders becomes.
Yeah, so you guys are currently dealing with all of your military being away, so they can't take care of problems in the border. Which I would venture to say that there's quite a few Aesfrosti citizens that probably don't like this war and thinks it's stupid and are probably protesting and things like that. So you're dealing with civil unrest in your own country, most of your military and your leader is in another country, and then Hyzante's just sitting in the shadows waiting to attack, so... bit of a sticky situation you've gotten yourself in.
Your concern is duly noted, Sycris. Rest assured that the Archduke is not ignorant to such issues.
That has me wondering, too. Dragan was specifically, like... of a lesser family, right? Was Svarog Dragan's father or grandfather? I feel like that was the connection there. I feel like that was where I remember hearing that connection.
And besides, strength of arms is not the only means by which order is maintained. The time has come to gird our nation with fire and steel.
Fire and steel, my lord?
Yes, we shall fulfill our duty at last.
What do you mean by that? I hope you don't mean, like, abusing your citizens. Well, that's interesting, at least. So we do have some unrest going on in Aesfrost. I could see Svarog trying to wrest control of the throne from Gustadolf here. Gustadolf was kind of an idiot for just leaving it behind, because what's to stop you from just storming in and taking it, and he's stuck over here in Glenbrook? I don't know. I guess the people would maybe be against it, but I'm sure you have some supporters too. Oh, let's go over here. His family dead, his kingdom fallen, Roland finds himself alone in a solitary jail cell in the dungeons of the castle he once called... oh, in a solitary jail cell. Not the only one. Ah, Roland, I really didn't want to give you up, buddy. But nobody wanted to see it my way. Not even you.
Cordelia, what's wrong? Calm yourself. Take a deep breath. Now, tell me what happened.
I heard them talking. I wasn't supposed to, but I heard them. Thalos and... Oh, Roland. The Archduke. He means to order your execution.
Oh, shit. See, Benedict, this is what I was talking about, man. I'm always putting Benedict on the chopping block for this, but it was Roland, Benedict, Gila, and Anna that made this happen. But I can't be mad at Anna, she's my best character.
Grave news, my lord. Prince Roland is to be beheaded at the Archduke's decree.
Well, now we're in a rougher position, because now we have to go storm a city, instead of just fighting them off from inside our walls.
What? On what grounds?
For inciting unrest by ordering the invasion of the Falk's domain.
Oh, boy.
The gall of that man!
Furthermore, House Wolfert has been invited to attend the execution. Our presence is mandatory.
I can't help but feel like things are going exactly the way that I said they were probably going to go if we did give up Roland. I think it was Benedict that specifically said that they wouldn't hurt Roland, they need him. And I'm like, I bet they would actually hurt Roland. All they need's Cordelia, they don't need Roland too.
Yeah, of course it is. That snake.
Do you mean to go?
We can go there and attack them from within.
We dare not disobey the summons. The consequences would almost certainly be dire.
Are we just dogs to answer his beck and call?
My lady. Please, I understand. But we have no choice.
I know this, and I apologize. It's just that... there are things we must protect. Things I must protect. Lest we lose what makes us human.
Man, if my inadequacies cause Roland to die, I'm gonna be really, really sad. Oh yeah, that makes me realize. I bet the new tavern missions pop up when you start the new chapter, right? That's probably when those come into play. Okay. Hit me with it. New chapter.
News of Prince Roland's coming execution is carried far and wide. In the blink of an eye, the kingdom of Glenbrook is no more. The realm reels from the tragic turn of events. Prince Roland's death marks an uncertain change in the flow of history. A change which none in the Old Kingdom have the power to reverse. However, the eruption of conflict in the region does not go unnoticed by its neighbors. In the holy state of Hyzante, opportunistic hearts stir.
I wonder if we're ever going to find out who our narrator is here. Like, are we going to find out at the end that this was Frederica regaling us with the stories of her husband this whole time? Yep, chapter 8. Alright, let's go. I mean, we're gonna have to go on the offensive at some point. We can't just sit here the entire time. Come on.
My dearest friend has been sentenced to die, and there is naught I can do. What use is a lord's position if he can't even save those closest to him?
Serenoa, you mustn't.
Is it true? Another ravenous dog is stirring?
It is. We face none other than Minister Sorsley End, one of the Saintly Seven.
Oh, man. Okay, so now we're gonna have to beat the hell out of Sorsley. Well, I've already done it once.
It seems he means to take our domain for his own.
House End. Their position in Hyzante has been in decline for some time.
Doubtless, Sorsley means to use the Walford domain to bolster his flagging influence.
My lord, Our soldiers have had scarce little time to rest since our last battle.
Oh. There's no way. There's no way they're gonna make me choose between going to the execution or just, and possibly stopping it, or not going and defending our territory, thus letting Roland die. Well, that would put us in a really bad situation, because then we'd be trapped between Hyzante and Aesfrost.
I fear for their morale if they were forced to take the field against Hyzante.
Is there naught we can do?
We have sent request for aid to House End more than once, my lord. However, our pleas have always fallen on deaf ears. Doubtless Sorcelet has been biding his time to strike.
Then it is too late for words. There must be something we can do to avoid straining our already ragged forces.
I mean, we have that secret weapon, but apparently it will also hurt my citizens, so I'm not super excited about doing that. Benedict?
There is, my lord. However...
I dread the words that follow however when they come from you.
Let us ask the Archduke for assistance.
Are you mad, Benedict?
We must needs focus on the matter in front of us. If we weather this storm, we may see that it has unearthed unseen opportunities. However, if we let Sorslay's advance continue unabated, I'm afraid retreat may be our only option.
You are right, as usual. Very well. Ready a bird.
Yeah, I mean, if we're gonna be under their boot, I suppose we should also, you know, ask for help against our enemies from them, at the very least, until we can get on our feet. This really sucks, because I kind of thought Hyzante was going to be willing to work with us on this whole Aesfrost thing to bolster their own forces, but it seems like we are, you know, just trapped between two, like, starving dogs trying to bite us. Man, this is not a happy path. Alright, I mean... we'll see how it goes. Castle Wolfort. So let's go to the encampment and see if there's any battles that have popped up, because I'm willing to bet at least one has. Hey. Mirador, okay. Still talking about that. Okay, a battle under 3 flags. You face a force made up of troops from Glenbrook, Aesfrost, and Hyzante. Pay attention to the special attributes of each nation's troops, and take care not to let them overwhelm you. Cool. Yeah, let's go ahead and do it. Why don't we? We can have a mock battle here. This will be a good one to do before, the next fights, too. Because it's, you know, troops from all kinds of places. Alright, so unit placement, let's check this out. So, Hyzantian pikemen. So... you have delaying thrust. Ooh, that sucks. That's a... you know, delaying strike that can hit multiple enemies. That's pretty spooky. Okay, you don't have any special resistances or anything. Glenbrook, you guys are usually resistant to fire, which we have seen before. This Frosty Battle Mage. You're resistant to ice, which makes sense, but you're also weak to fire. But that is because of a passive that you have. Mighty Strike. Yeah, they always have that ability. Sentient Rod, okay, so you're a healer, you have Cure Wounds. You're not resistant to ice. You're fairly boring. Weak to ice. Shield Slam, and... yeah, okay. So Aesfrost is usually weak to fire. It seems like Hyzante is usually weak to nothing. They're kind of neutral. And Glenbrook is usually weak to ice. Okay, and there's already some spoils chilling out in the middle of the map here. So, who do I want to run this fight? Yeah, honestly, that looks fine. Sorry, Huet, you're kind of being left in the dust here, but I do kind of like Rudolph. And the rest of the squad is quite good as well. So, yeah, I think I'm just gonna go with this. Sorry, Huette. There's not really a good battle for you, seeing as there's 2 archers. Do you two have different abilities? You have Fire Arrow, and you're an Aesfrost. Okay, and you have Ice Arrow. That's the only difference. Okay, I just wanted to check that. How do we want to order things here? I want you in the middle, Erador. My beautiful, beautiful tank. And you can stay there, Rudolph. Let's see. Where's all of the... Nope. I want to keep doing this, sorry. So, you're not weak... You're weak to fire. And you're weak to fire. And... You resist fire. You resist fire. Okay, I think I'm gonna put Frederica... Is this a battle mage? Yes. It's an Aesfrosty battle mage in particular. And you don't... Do you have, like, resistances or anything to... Yeah, you're weak to ice. Okay, so yeah, I definitely want you over here. It's probably the best course of action there. And then over here, we have Serenoa and all of you dorks. Okay, yeah, I think I'll go with that. Commence the battle. And like I said, I'm going to pay more attention to Quietus points. I'm going to specifically remind myself at the start of each battle which ones I have. Assuming I actually remember to do so. Alright, the battle begins. Who goes first? You. So we have Critical Blow, Missed Opportunity, which just stops someone's turn. We have 3 points. And we also have In Tandem, which is good as well. I'd like using In Tandem more than Missed Opportunity. Of course, can't we use each of these once per battle? So, yeah, we'll have to pick which ones we want to prioritize. Okay. So, who first? Who's getting the buff? Let's, go ahead and Bulwark Erador, why don't we?
Let us steal our defenses.
You are going to be super tanky, so,
I'll keep on then.
Let's get you in there.
Your orders?
Anna, you can go ahead and get in there. Do what you do.
You won't catch me.
We'll have you go in there and assassinate an archer or something, or a healer. Go ahead and end your turn. Alright, the Hyzantean healer walking up very far. Interesting. So, there's not really much for you to do. I'm just gonna have you sit right there, honestly. Yeah, let's just build up your TP. Okay, so some of these idiots are just running straight forward. Wow, they only have...
Feet is not an option.
They're only level 8? It said the recommended level for this was 11. Why are they so low level? Weird. Well, I would like to murder, that battle mage ASAP, I'm going to be honest. I can move right here and still hawk dive you.
Now,
well, this is going to be a very, very quick fight. Yeah, because you guys are doofuses and just running straight at me. Let's see here. Let's, Xantian healer. Let's put a trap like right there.
Use this.
Somebody will probably run into that, right? I don't think I could've... I might have just been able... No, I couldn't have attacked the mage. That's why I really wanted to attack.
I'll take you on!
Alright, get in there. Don't stand right there, though. And let's go ahead and provoke you, so you don't attack Serenoa. Good shit. And hopefully you'll try to get around to my back, thus hitting that trap. Okay, so you are an Aesfrosty mage in particular. Okay, I can hit you with that. Lightning type damage to an enemy and has a chance to paralyze them. So, yeah, it only affects one square specifically. It's not an AoE ability, but the chance to paralyze is pretty useful. Alright.
Don't be afraid.
Hit him with it, Narv. Zap. Dead. Cool. You'll love to see it. This is probably going to be a pretty quick little battle, I must say. Uh-huh. Very adorable.
Let me heal your wounds.
Alright, get in there, Gila. I don't see how anybody plays on, like, the crazy fast modes. Maybe on, like, a follow-up playthrough when you don't have to think about it as much, I suppose. But god, it seemed... I remember when I accidentally had it on the fast speed before. I was like, oh my god, I can't keep up. Alright, let's go ahead and give Moment of Truth to you, I believe.
We can do this.
I feel better than ever.
There we go. Now Narv can keep up with the attacks. Which is good, because we're having quite a few come in now.
Maybe next time.
Ooh, good dodge.
I fight for peace.
Okay, so Frederica. I could move you forward 1 and hit both of these dorks. Seems like a good call.
Ashes.
Pretty big damage to both of them. Alright, and Anna can possibly just run in there and murder that archer.
I shall try my level best.
You might do enough damage. Narv already has buff stats. Can I Raging... I can Raging Beast from that far away on Anna.
It is time to strike.
There you go, Anna. Boom. Increase stats. You can come in here and do one of these. Let's see, if I attack... I can't kill you unless I attack twice. Maybe that isn't the best call. There are just straight up fewer enemies over here, though. There's also the spoils to get as well. I feel like Anna can take it. Yeah, let's just do it.
Allow me. Victory
You're gonna
is
be
within
dead.
reach.
So we can do a big murder
This
on
is
you.
the
I
end.
could have taken cover there and gotten away, but let's just do that.
turn.
A little bit risky, but not the biggest thing in the world. Ooh, we finally get an opportunity to use this cleave ability. Look at that.
All or nothing.
Bop. Oh, we missed. Damn it. That's a pretty good AoE ability we got. How dare you bonk me. I'm gonna bonk out your life. Boom.
Defeat is not an option.
Good shit, good shit. So you did screw up a little bit there. I think I'm gonna try and take you out. Your turn is also coming up, so I'm going to Delaying Strike. That does do more... It does slightly more damage. Still not quite as much as Hawk Dive, but it did increase Delaying Strike's damage just a little bit.
That hit the mark.
Which I do like, because I do use that ability quite a bit. Let's... Let's see, I could straight shot you. Well, that, like... Oh, I'll kill without it. Is there a point, really? I think I can kill that character with Narv when Narv's turn comes around. So I'm kind of more interested in doing like this. Maybe putting this right here so you can't walk behind there. I don't know, you might not do that though. What I would really want is to just kill you, but I don't think I can. And you are going next. See, if I knew you were just gonna walk right here and hit Anna. Well, no, you probably are, so you can get the follow-up attack, right? Yeah, let's put a trap right there.
Fun.
Hopefully you don't go for Anna's back for the critical. Hopefully you do just go for the follow-up attack, and you'll run straight into that. Yeah, there we go. Eat it, dork. Alright, so it's a Mighty Strike on you. The Battle Mage is getting in action here. Maybe know what I want to do? Let's see. So if I move right here and use like Icy Breath, for example, you're weak to it and this dork's gonna die. Trying to think of what quietest points I want to use here.
You won't beat me!
Not at the super good moment for it. Let's go ahead and move right here so I can provoke all of you.
I'll be your shield.
The other one's already enraged.
Shall we begin?
I think I'll maybe give Anna 2 turns if that's possible. If that's something I can do, I think I'm going to do it. Within tandem.
You're alive.
Maybe give you the guaranteed crit as well.
Time to take action.
Alright, so... Yeah, you're good to go over here. Not on my watch. Let's see, your next turn's not for a while. Let's just do one of these. I think maybe I can finish you off before your action comes.
Over here.
Good stuff, you two.
Just tell
Yeah, I
me
like
what
these
to
two
do.
new units. Yulia learned Finish Them. Oh my god. Play some Mortal Kombat, do you? What's your fatality input? Oh, I didn't even... I didn't even think about walking behind there. To be honest with you, I had in my brain a little bit that the map basically ended here because I saw these things, and it's a different color over here. I know, stupid, but, yeah. I don't know, it was just one of those dumb things. I haven't really thought about moving over here because it looked like a barrier in my head. Okay, so I can't quite move on to that. I can, however, scorch all of these idiots.
Flames, heed my call.
Boom.
What?
Yeah, they resisted your attack,
I
but it's
see
fine.
a path to victory.
Could attack you. I think maybe we're just gonna go over here and get a backstab on this dork.
Time to work.
All right, so let's see if my plan works. So if I stab you,
Sound strike.
and then we do this.
It's over.
Uh-huh. So I can't select Quietus points right now. I'm pressing the button, so I must have to do it next turn.
Come on then.
Now let's do it. So if we do in tandem and select you, this one's the most busted one, hands down. Okay, yeah, and now you go next, as expected. All right, that's pretty cool. And I'm gonna have Hasabara slap you, and then move back. Cool. Now somebody else can get in there and get the attacks in. Okay, and this is your back, Glenbrook Mage. Okay, yeah, see, Anna's busted.
Within reach.
Especially with in tandem.
It's over.
Yeah, that's powerful. Alright, so you're still pissed off at Eridor, so you're gonna go over there. That opens you up to some prime back attacking as well.
Defeat is not an option.
Let's see, Narv can take out that enemy. You go over here and kill this enemy, Serenoa. I'm tired of this dork. Yeah, Hawk dive it just to make sure you finish him. Bonk. Dead.
Let me heal
Cool.
your wounds.
So now we got Gila. Yeah, this fight went swimmingly, I would say.
Be at ease.
We're definitely hitting
My
that point
face.
where I feel pretty powerful. The last fight wouldn't have even been that hard if I had just played smarter. But I was playing like garbage. So...
Time for some
Alright, one
sorcery.
other thing I wanted to check. So, yeah, we've used in tandem. We can't use that again. So... your action's coming next, but that doesn't matter. You do have enough to do this. Yeah, why don't we use the wind attack? Turn you dorks around.
The fruits of my studies.
Boom. Actually, I think that's screwed over Eridor
while
and
the iron's
Benedict. But whatever. So... Okay, Anna's turn is coming up soon. As long as you don't crit, we can still get that last spoil.
Come at me!
Just sprint.
Show me what you're
I want Anna to get that spoil. Over there. Before we end the
fight
fight.
for peace.
Or you can get it. There we go, that works out. And yeah, flame shield yourself.
For the good of all.
Trying to be a bit more vigilant about the spoils, too.
There is no
So-
mercy on the battlefield.
Alright, yeah, there's no spoils left. I think we're good. We can just go ahead and do a big murder on you. And yeah, I'm fine with Benedict
You
getting the
were
XP.
overconfident.
Cool. Alrighty, yeah, that was a very, very sound victory. Although they were incredibly low level compared to us. So... I'm not super proud of it or anything. We did get 5 timber from that, so that might be a pretty good upgrade for someone. Don't be a stranger. Don't worry, I won't. Hello, young Smithy. Can anyone be upgraded? No. So who uses timber? You use iron. You use timber and stone, so I could buff Benedict. Use fiber, stone, timber, iron and stone. You use timber. You need 5 fiber to go with it, though. Yikes. Don't like that. Oh, you use iron. You use timber. Yes, yes, yes. Could increase your physical defense or your magic defense. You're also fair attacker. But that's not what I'm going to be having you do most of the time. Increases weapon potency by 5 to deal greater damage and restore more HP, but it does make you restore more HP. Yeah, no, let's do that. We can go over here and buy a timber and do that. So now your heals will be better. You can afford 1 timber and an upgrade, so... timber. There we are. Get you up. And... Hasabara. There we are. Weapon damage up, so now you'll hit harder and heal more, which I like. I should probably get that for Gila as well. And I forgot that it also increases the amount that you heal, so... can be useful. Alright, so we're good there. Do you have anything new and exciting? Not really. Promote class, we don't have what we need to do that anymore. Right? Yeah, I need another Medal of Bravery. Alright, I think we're good. We can leave the encampment. And see what else we can get into today. Probably won't hop into another battle, but we might watch a bunch of the scenes here. There's actually 2 main story ones. Archduke responds. Frederica and Gila discuss Gustav's true motives for invading Glenbrook. And Sorsley of the Saintly Seven marches on Wolfort and waits for his moment to strike. You asshole, Sorsley. I knew you were an evil bastard when I saw your portrait when we were doing the tournament.
Your Excellency, our troops have boarded and are awaiting your orders.
Good. Stand by until I give the order to depart. We make for the Wolfort domain. Upon the foundations of their keep, we shall build the glory of House End. Tell the troops, they shall be well rewarded for their feats of bravery this day.
Yes, Your Excellency.
Alright. That was that. Castle Wolfort. Let's go ahead and just do this one next, I guess. I'm glad I was able to use the quietest points at least a little bit in that fight. The main thing that always happens to me with those is I'm always like, I can't waste something that important on something as basic as this, and then I just forget to use them. It's basically like saving all of your best items for the final boss kind of thing. I'm like, no, something bad will happen later and I'll need that quietest point. But hey, if we just use them more, we'll get more used to it.
Recent events have not quelled your desire for knowledge, I see. You make your teacher very happy, Frederica.
It is progress that I can see. I enjoy the growth that comes with learning.
And you should be proud.
Sheila, why do you think my brother attacked Glenbrook?
War is a means to an end, always. The question is, what end does he hope to arrive at?
But what could he hope to gain by razing the castle? I can see no point to his cruelty.
There is always a point, Frederica. As for whether others agree with that reasoning, well, oftentimes that doesn't matter.
How dreadful. Why must it come to arms? Why can't we settle our differences with words?
So long as men covet, there will be war. That fact is immutable.
Then war will continue forever, so long as men exist. Isn't that what you're saying?
Indeed. History has attested to that fact time and again.
What could there possibly be in this world worth risking life and limb for? I cannot fathom the answer.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. Usually the assholes in power don't really care because it's not their life and limb that they're risking. It's the soldiers and the poor. So they don't really give a shit. They're just like, I want this thing, so I'm going to send people to die for it.
And 'tis not a question you should trouble yourself with answering, Frederica.
Alright. Little conversation there. Talking about the horrors of war. This game does a really good job of making me super pissed off at a lot of the people in power. I hate them all. The Archduke responds to Wolfort's request for reinforcements. Alright, I didn't really even have a choice there whether I wanted to beg for reinforcements or not, so we'll see how this goes.
I see House End has raised their banners. I can practically smell their greed from here. Doubtless that slug Sorcelet is licking his lips even now.
Yeah, he is very slug-like, isn't he?
I did not think House Wolfort would deign to request aid.
They surprise even me. Has the young wolf learned to swallow his pride?
What should we do, Your Grace?
We cannot very well be seen to ignore those under our protection. Go.
Yeah.
And what of Prince Roland?
That shall have to wait. We may have use for him yet.
Okay, well at least Roland isn't being executed, that's good. Can we stab Evlora in the back while she's with us? Sure would be a shame if an arrow caught her in the back.
And so did the two forces converge on the Wolfort domain, now the linchpin of the Norzelian continent.
Yeah, we're in a really bad spot. I say we set up across that river, because river is a very, very good point to defend. Maybe we have some forward troops there, and if the forward troops at the river go down, then we can move back to the actual keep. Because they have to get across that river to get to us.
From the west, General Evlora leads the might of the Grand Duchy of Aesfrost. From the east, Sorcelet End of the Saintly Seven commands an army from the holy state of Hyzante.
Yeah, God, see, these are all fantastic cities. Like, it makes me think of playing Civilization. If I was playing Civilization, I would have plopped the city right down there in the middle of the screen right now, because it's protected by rivers on two different sides. It only has one opening from the north. Oh man, oh, you love to see it. Plus rivers are good sources of gold. Oh man, it's the Civilization player in me, I'm sorry. A forest tile too? Yummy.
From within the heart of this maelstrom, one man strives to find the path that will see the house he serves safely through the storm.
Yeah, Benedict is trying. I mean, I harsh on Benedict a lot, but he is trying his damnedest.
Benedict Pascal, steward of House Wolfort, wise in war and peace alike, contemplates what to do next.
Okay, you might be the thumbnail for this episode, Benedict, if I remember to do it. Alright, we do have another thing over here. Oh. Their next move. The scales. Well, let's go see what's happening over here first. Gustadolf appears before the captive Roland and makes a startling request. I'm guessing this is about your use that you have for him.
Release his fetters.
Yes, Your Grace.
You look well, my prince.
What are you doing here?
I bring good tidings. Your execution has been stayed. And I have a request to make of you.
What? What have you not already taken from me?
The good tidings did not end with a lease on life, my prince. I mean to marry your sister.
What?
Yeah, I mean, I thought that's where this was going. It's the only way to establish good working relations between the two. Yeah, it's a political marriage, you know. It strengthens the bond between the two countries when you have a political figure marry another political figure like that.
However, I fear that without your assistance, she may not be entirely amenable to the arrangement.
Has your ambition driven you mad? I'll hang before I see you wed.
I had feared you might say that. In the days ahead, do remember that at first I attempted a diplomatic approach.
You bastard!
God. Roland has it so rough, man. Why did you have to be all self-deprecating and want to see yourself sent into this position? Okay. Let's figure out what we're going to do here. So I've done everything we can at the encampment, right? I think I'll maybe try and make the decision this episode, because I want to do an hour-long one this time, and we do have 20 minutes, but let's just make sure. How much money do I have? 340. Yeah, I don't think there's much we can do here. Let's just get to the decision. Let's just get to the decision. Alright, what do you have for me?
Anna, a report on our current situation, if you will.
Yes, sir. Both Aesfrost and Hyzante have mustered armies, and are drawing upon Castle Wolfort as we speak. Given the sudden military action, Prince Roland's execution has been stayed.
Oh yeah, who's gonna be my 7th voter? We can't have 3 and 3.
Thank you, Anna. We have much to consider.
Indeed, our situation may be grim, but there is opportunity in chaos.
Maybe I'll be the one to vote?
However, we have scarce little time to find it.
What are you thinking, Benedict? Are we to seriously consider fighting under Aesfrost's banners?
The time that House Wolfort could stand alone ended with the Salt Iron War. There is no future for us if we do not cast our lot with a greater nation. However, we at least have the freedom of choice.
Choice? What choice do we have?
Aesfrost or Hyzante, I guess, is where you're going with this. So I'm not going to get to stab Gustadolf in the back, it seems.
I see. You had an ulterior motive to requesting aid from Aesfrost.
Just so. We could offer Hyzante a glorious victory.
That is devious, and it would be a fantastic stab in the back, although I'm not really sure Hyzante's much better. But they haven't done as much to piss me off.
The Archduke's army would be caught off guard. Are you certain Hyzante would offer us asylum?
Most certainly. House End would be eager to bolster their flagging reputation by defeating Aesfrost in the field. Doubtless, both nations view us as prey on its last legs. They forget that a cornered wolf is the most dangerous.
That means we must consider allying with Aesfrost as well.
If that is what we decide, then so be it, so long as we decide.
Damn, that's a hard decision. That's a really hard one. I mean, you know, part of me wants to immediately jump to siding with Hyzante, because then we'll get to screw over Gustadolf, but we also have to remember that Roland is still trapped with Gustadolf. So if we do that, then we may never get Roland back, and Roland may just be executed?
Aesfrost did not ignite the fires of war lightly. They prepared for 30 years.
Yeah, that's why it was crazy how abrupt it was.
Even so, they would only have acted if they had confidence in their chances at victory.
Do you believe Aesfrost's ambition could swallow even Hyzante?
That ain't the point. After what those bastards did, I can't well say I savor the thought of fighting under them. Couldn't look at myself in the mirror, in fact.
Nothing would be more shameful than failing our duty to our house.
So we have to decide then. Aesfrost or Hyzante?
Neither force has the upper hand. Our choice will surely guide the tide of battle.
Very well. Then let us consult the scales.
Yep, sounds like a good idea to me. Okay. God, this is gonna be a hard decision. Will we fight beside Aesfrost or Hyzante? I would ask the others what they think. Undecided Benedict Gila. Okay, this one's much more open. Can I leave? I cannot. Is there anything for me to pick up in here? After missing those stupid lifts last time, I'm like, examine everything. And persuasion. Oh, no. It had an examine prompt, so I examined it. Okay. Well, let's see how this goes. Yeah, so no, I don't vote. There's just only 6 people now. Interesting. Accept Aesfrost's aid and fight Sorsley, so... I imagine Huette's going with Aesfrost because she doesn't want to endanger Roland. And of course Frederica and Eredor are going to go against Aesfrost. So glad Prince Roland's execution has been stayed. Still, I cannot help but wonder how he fares in the enemy's hands. The Gales may have decided our path, but that does not change the fact that I handed my friend over to our invaders. I haven't the right to fret over him. Aesfrost needs Prince Roland alive if they are to control Glenbrook. No harm will come to him as long as he is useful to them. I wish we could help him, but we turned him over to protect our domain. We must keep moving forward. Scales have decided our path, but does not change the fact that I handed my friend over to our invaders. I haven't the right to fret over him. Aesfrost needs Roland alive if they are to control Glenbrook. No harm will come to him so long as he is useful to them. I mean, I think this is the case. I do think a lot of what Gustadolf is doing is just, you know, classic bullying tactics. I'll say this one. You are right, my lord, but we all know how His Highness can be sometimes. Indeed, he isn't the type to merely accept his fate as a puppet, let alone one of Gustadolf's. I wish he would be more careful. What does Aesfrost hope to gain by invading Glenbrook in the first place? I wish I knew. If we did, we might be able to figure out how to counter the Archduke. Yeah... God, that situation with Roland sucks. First Aesfrost, and now Hyzante. Just what do they want with House Wolfort? I thought we were allies. Norzelia was meant to know true peace. We even held a celebration for our new mining venture. Don't they have any shame? We will not yield our domain to anyone. The land is ours, and it will remain that way so long as we stand. The other great powers of this realm view us as vulnerable prey, but we will make them see the error of their ways. Our domain occupies a very strategic position between the 2 other nations. It is only natural for them to want it, but we will use those selfish desires against them here. Yeah. I see. If the 2 nations clashed here, then we can be the ones who decide who emerges victorious. If we use our knowledge of the land, we can hit them where it hurts most. You never cease to amaze me, my lord. The strategy could turn us from hunted to the hunters. Our house must stand together now more than ever. I am counting on you. So now's the time to decide who I want to side with. Honestly, I really feel like I just have to listen to everyone's arguments, I guess. Because I doubt I'm going to be able to convince Anna or Huette, and I doubt I'm going to be able to convince Frederica or Eredor. But Benedict and Gila are an option here, so I'm just going to see what you guys have to say.
Lord Serenoa.
I agree with Eredor. I don't want to be allies with Aesfrost. But siding with Hyzante now is tantamount to betrayal, and who would dare trust such disloyal warriors after that? I know Hyzante now is tantamount to betrayal, and who would dare trust such disloyal warriors after that? I wonder if the others would agree. Postpone persuasion, so I can postpone it. Aesfrost may be the enemy, but I still have my reservations about betraying their trust. I understand why you do. Anna, what do you have to say?
Our
relations with Aesfrost are currently stable. I wonder if the benefits of allying with Hyzante are worth destroying that. I wonder if this is truly the right time to strike back at Aesfrost. Yeah, if we're so willing to betray our current leaders and, you know, work for Hyzante, Hyzante will see us as basically how I was talking earlier. They'll see us as someone that's willing to stab their current leaders in the back for not a lot. So Hyzante won't really trust us either. Which is something to think about.
What do you think?
Max may be up against the wall, but I still won't join forces with those frosty bastards. They took Prince Roland from us and destroyed House Fawkes. I won't see him sully in House Wolfort's good name any longer. Even thinking about it makes me sick. And the last one is, Frederica.
Serenoa.
Gustadolf was the one who started this war. Hyzante may have its own motivations for marching against us, but I cannot see us allying with Aesfrost. As it may have its own motivations, but I can't see us without allying with Aesfrost. I mean, to be fair, neither of them is going to trust us, really. And I don't really like the idea of Gustadolf seeing us as a obedient lapdog. I feel like Aesfrost has done too much to us at this point to side with them. They made us kill Landroy, they captured Roland, they're doing a lot of horrible stuff over there. I don't like the idea of siding with Hyzante, and I don't trust them as far as I can throw them, but I do think it's the better option. So... yeah, I'm gonna go with Eridor and Frederico on this one. So, Anna and Huette, I'm gonna try and convince you. Yep. Let us cast our lot with Sorsley and bring Aesfrost to heal. Seems you and I are not of the same mind, Lord Serenoa. Might I ask your reasons? That's locked. I wonder how I could have possibly found that out. After we handed over Roland, I noticed a change in Aesfrost, and not a good one. Things will only get worse from here on out. I believe Hyzante's attack the perfect opportunity to release us from this impasse. Yeah, after we handed over Roland, I noticed a change, and not a good one. Things will only get worse. They're just gonna keep asking more and more of us.
Yes?
Invading the Fox domain was a serious blow to our forces indeed. It is clear that they aim to weaken us, and I suppose we do not need an ally like that. Yeah, I feel like that was the correct option to say for you. It makes a lot of sense. It's a very, very good point. They have just been trying to make us heal more and more and more over time, and they're just going to keep doing that.
Lord Serenoa.
I agree with Eridor. I don't want to be allies with Aesfrost, but siding with Hyzante... Sorsley. I see. Pray tell me, Lord, what makes you so sure we should ally with Hyzante? Whether Prince Roland. Roland will forever remain the Duchy's prisoner should we stay on their side. The Holy State has something greater than military might on its side, something not even Aesfrost could contend with, salt. Relying on Gustadolf now may result in the Duchy swallowing us whole in the near future. Roland will forever remain the Duchy's prisoner should we stay on their side. This is true.
Good point.
You haven't given up on Prince Roland, have you? I'm sorry, Huette, we are all bound by the tipping of the scales. But things have changed. As both friend and vassal, I want to save Roland, I must. Thank you, Lord Serenoa. With Hyzante at our backs, we may even be able to negotiate Prince Roland's release. Lord Serenoa, is there anything else I should consider? Perhaps it would help me to get more insight into where my token should land. I felt like I already did pretty damn good. The Duchy's growing power is a threat to the Holy State. Now is the only time we can ask for their aid. Do you think we can trust Archduke Gustadolf? Cannot imagine what would become of us should we stand by Aesfrost and lose the battle to Hyzante. You're talking about the guiding principle. So you're saying if we lose, we're not going to be seen as worth anything and they're just going to get rid of us, right? Because we failed? Yeah.
I wonder about that.
The Duchy values might above all. If they saw that we would avail them nothing, they would not hesitate to dispose of both us and Prince Roland, yeah. Regardless, Lord Serenoa, should you be worrying about losing before the battle has even begun? Finding the best path forward will be difficult with all those thoughts clouding your mind. Okay, I think I screwed up on that second one, but hey, at least both of them are undecided. That might mean something. Oh, hey, there's something right here. Supply situation report to notes. Are there any other shinies? I only just now saw that one. I don't see anything else. Okay, let's read that. Scroll. Supply situation report? That was it, right? Shit, I should have went the other way. So I didn't get rid of the... I saw supply. I think it's supply situation report. Foodstuffs. Wheat, short supply. Salt, little remaining. Cured meats, exceedingly short supply. Weapons, insufficient. Medicine, exceedingly short supply. Materials, short supply. Daily necessities, short supply. Between supplying materials to the mines and the war's sudden outbreak, our stock of the above-mentioned has heavily dwindled as a result. The situation must be addressed immediately, yet aid from the kingdom is not possible. With panic among our people elevated, commandeering supply from private enterprise may only serve to worsen conditions. Yeah, that makes sense. Alright, Benedict.
We must decide.
Each nation has its strengths and weaknesses. We must carefully consider which would best serve us in a battle. I wonder what the others might be thinking. We should accept the Duchy's no. Let us cast our lot with Sorsley and bring Aesfrost to heal. I'm thinking Hyzante has salt, and we have the secrets to making bombs, so... So you would suggest we join forces with Hyzante. I must admit, I'm curious as to your reasons. Okay, that one's locked. Holy State is the wealthiest nation in Norzelia. As such, the bountiful aid they could supply would be second to none. Allying with the Holy State would change the course of this war. There's no telling what other paths may reveal themselves before us then. Change the course of this war. I don't really like either of these options. I feel like the first one's a bit dumb, but let's go with the second one.
Perhaps, but
I understand
if
your
so,
feelings. I must caution you against putting too much hope in the unknown, especially given our situation. Fair. I imagine you must be quite concerned over Prince Roland's well-being. This is all the more reason we must proceed with caution.
Certainly not.
Let me one more question, my lord. What are your thoughts on Aesfrost? House Wolford stands for justice. As such, I can simply cannot accept Aesfrosti rule where might is right. The people of Glenbrook will eventually tire of resisting Gustadov's rule if they see us brought to heel. The longer we remain under their command, the more fraught their situation will become. This one, as we've seen before, isn't always the right answer, even though it's a secret one, basically. The longer we remain under their command, the more fraught our situation will become. Indeed, the Duchy likely intends to rid Glenbrook of all high houses, just as they did House Fox.
However,
we must be free of their control as soon as possible. The question is whether that time is now or later. Okay, well I managed to get you deep in thought.
I think...
My knowledge of both nations has caused me quite the dilemma. While I am concerned about fighting alongside the clannish Holy State, I cannot bring myself to put faith in the Duchy either. What are your thoughts? Yeah, neither's good. Let's cast our lot with Sorsley.
In that case...
So you would prefer to fight alongside Hyzante? Might I inquire as to why? Oh boy. I do not think our situation will improve so long as we bend the knee to Aesfrost. There's only two options. Apparently I'm missing so many of these things. Where did I miss them? I see. I did not think the Archduke's cunning to extend so far. Perhaps Frederico's engagement was just a means of putting House Wolfort within reach. Is there anything else? To be perfectly honest, I find it hard to stomach bending the knee to the same cowards who invaded Glenbrook and slayed King Ragnar. We don't know what sort of treatment Roland is being subjected to. I wish to rescue him at the soonest opportunity.
I wonder about that.
We knew there was no guarantee of his safety when we handed him over to Aesfrost. I fear it is too late for us to be saying things like that, Lord Serenoa. Whether we like it or not, Prince Roland is no longer with us, and so our choices should not hinge on him. Do you not agree? Yeah, okay, Gila appeared indifferent. Okay, well, let's, commence the vote, I suppose. Yep. And see what we get here. I'm hoping we get what I did. I think I did pretty well on some of them, but I thought I did pretty well before, and it didn't work out for me, so...
It is time to cast our votes.
Apparently a lot of it comes up to convictions.
Do we join forces with the army of Aesfrost? Or do we choose to side with Hyzante? Approach the scales of conviction with your token at the ready.
Benedict, come on, man.
I stand with you, my lord.
Yeah! Yeah! I thought I made a okay case. Well, no, I actually don't think I made an okay case to you, Benedict, but apparently... Undecided OP. Swing votes, that's what matters. Mm-hmm.
You aren't wrong, but...
This is the path I would choose. Yeah, that's fine. I didn't think I swayed you at all.
You have my vote.
I am in agreement. Wait, I convinced you? Oh wow, I managed to convince Anna. Yeah, you're the one I thought I did a really good job on. Cool. I think I did pretty well this time.
I have faith in you.
I will put my faith in you, Lord Serenoa. Wow. Wait, I convinced both of the people that were on the other side. This is the first time that's ever happened. Cool. And Eredor, you voted with me. Awesome. So the only person that didn't agree with me was Gila. Sorry, Gila.
The scales of conviction will illuminate the path we've chosen.
Okay, there we go. I did some good convincing that time, except with Gila. A Lego. Yeah. Sorry, Gila. But look at that. I convinced a lot of people. I'm proud of that.
The way forward is decided. We ally with the Holy State of Hyzante and decimate the Aesfrosti forces.
And my convictions have been strengthened. Damn right we do. I don't really like them either, but at least I'm closer to kicking in Thalos' teeth.
The road forward is decided. We fight for Hyzante and crush Aesfrost's forces.
I shall send word to Minister Sorcelet at once to arrange a parley and discuss strategy.
I'll send word to the guards to shut the gates and tighten their patrols.
Thank you. Then let us attend to our duties.
I pray Minister Sorcelet will hear us out.
From distant parapets, even the greatest armies appear benign. Let us hope Sorcelet becomes more amenable to an alliance with a full reckoning of Aesfrost's power.
Regardless, I sense a hard fight on the horizon.
Yeah, I mean, we went into this not even knowing if Sorcelet was going to accept our offer or not. So that's a bit rough. But I feel like he'll accept it once he sees the army, like Benedict said. Ooh, next episode's gonna be a hype one. I'm excited, I'm excited. That was cool. I'm happy I was able to convince people this time, because the Roland decision really had me bummed. So I'm glad things worked out. Alright, well with that, we're gonna go ahead and end this episode off here. I hope you've enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.